The moment I found out this movie existed, I immediately watched it, and I was also immediately let down after finishing it. And before I start yapping about what I don't like, I just want to appreciate, because there is a lot of amazing stuff in this movie as well. This movie looks and feels phenomenal in terms of presentation. Like, the auditory and visual experience from every front is fantastic. The costumes, the makeup, the prosthetics, the lighting, everything looks, oh my god, like you can tell that these people genuinely cared and loved whatever they were doing, and they made whatever they thought was the best movie. Props to just Del Toro and his team. Phenomenal job in terms of presentation. However, from the characters and story and how everyone behaves in this movie, I did not like it at all. I wouldn't even say this is like a proper Frankenstein adaptation. It's more like Del Toro read Frankenstein and he was inspired to tell a story of his own using the same setting. And nothing wrong with that. It's a classic, and I like creative people being inspired by something and creating more. However, whatever Del Toro wrote and created is much worse compared to what is in the book. The biggest issue is that he basically removed all the gray area and nuances from the book and turned it into typical hero versus villain type story. And it's like Victor Frankenstein here is literal like this mustache twirling evil guy. And Monster is Mr. Goody Two Shoes who is just completely misunderstood and didn't do anything wrong. And I'm just guessing, but from what I saw, it clearly feels that Del Toro has a favorite character in this movie, which is the monster, and he genuinely hates the character of Victor. What Del Toro did is removed all the good stuff or nuance about Victor and just only kept the negative side of him, and he did the opposite for Monster. So in the book, Monster is mistreated by society a lot, and that becomes the reason why he starts committing horrible stuff, right? But that's the thing. Monster does horrible stuff to Victor in the book. Monster kills a lot of Victor's loved ones in attempts to hurt him. And what Del Toro did completely removed the second section of it, like in a sense that Monster is misunderstood in the movie as well. Sure. But then, like, he removed that Monster then retaliates and does a lot of intentionally horrible stuff. And now you have two really flat characters. And I think another character that was done dirty was Elizabeth. Her character starts out actually better compared to the book, because in the book she sort of ends up being just this Victor's wife character, but here she has a clear personality. She's a lot more dimensional. She has hobbies, and she has things to say that make her stand out. However, after the introduction of Monster, Elizabeth's character completely not changes, but it flatlines in a sense that now Elizabeth is this character who is in love with Monster. And oh my god, like, don't even get me started on. So they try to push this narrative between Monster and Elizabeth, and after that, that's all she does. Like, she hates on Victor and she loves the Monster. I really did not like in the direction her character went after such a good establishment. And Monster is also not like your hideous, oh my god, can't even look at him type of monster. The monster Jacob Elordi is more like here, hot daddy monster. I mean, if you're into that, watch this movie. You'll really enjoy it, but I wasn't looking forward to that. I mean, from the plot standpoint, movie is faithful to the book, and the way like the events happen, it is quite close to the book. However, the way characters operate and act within that plot is completely different. And this trend continues everywhere. Like, even Christoph Waltz character, when I saw him on screen, like, I was very excited because I didn't know he was in the movie. As I said, I just blindly jumped into it. So I was excited to see him. I mean, there is a scene between Victor and Henry at a urinal, which was really cool and somewhat like a display of power and how their characters operate. However, like, outside of that, I didn't enjoy his character that much either. And also, like, all of this is done in such a in-your-face way. I mean, there is a literal moment in the movie where someone looks at Victor in the eyes and tells him that you are the monster, Victor. And I just had this eye roll moment because that is all Victor has done. He has behaved like a total douchebag, selfish asshole for past 2.5 hours. I think everyone and their grandma now knows that Victor is the bad guy. You don't have to spell it out like that. And this melodramatic presentation even drags out the ending. There's this conversation between Victor and the monster, which I can see what Del Toro was trying to do, but God, it is so like in your face the way they talk with each other, regarding the theme of the movie, which is the daddy issue. I was just waiting for a movie to be over by that point. I was like, just wrap it up, man. But even in that moment where I was clearly done with the movie and didn't enjoy any characters, I still loved the presentation. I mean, the final moment where Frankenstein's monster is walking on the snow in the sunset, and the music and how everything works, and also Jacob Elordi does a good job as a monster. I wasn't a big fan of Oscar Isaac, to be honest, and I think it's not his fault. I think it's more to how he was given instructions. But that ending stays with you, like at least from visual and audio standpoint, is like, wow, that is a beautiful shot with really appropriate music, and it is phenomenal. I think the only section that I have zero problem with it, and I actually really enjoyed and loved it, was Monster spending time in that house with the people and the family. I think that entire section is just great. I really, really enjoyed it. So yeah, that's how I feel about this movie. Even though I started watching it with a lot of excitement. By the end, I was kind of let down. But I see a lot of people are enjoying it and they're having a good time, and I'm just happy about it. And I'm happy that the presentation of Del Toro is again as pristine as ever, and people are still appreciating it. So tell me what you loved about this movie, and tell me why you disagree with me, because I think a lot of people will, and that's okay. So thank you for watching. I will see you next time. Until then, goodbye, take care, and have some fun with fiction.